Welcome back to the podcast. Before we forget, and I'm Mike.
I'm Duran.
And man, last episode we really started to jump into this question, so I figured we might as well just go ahead and pop it open. Duran,
What's up?
is it harder to find a good man or a good woman?
It's harder to find a good man, but today's day and age, currently, it's harder to find a good woman. So everything is being switched around. But that's another podcast. So we're gonna stick to this one. It's harder to find a good man because nobody don't want a good man. You don't want what really comes with a good man. You think a good man is somebody that's gonna be home with you, somebody that's gonna cater to your every need, and he gonna buy you everything, and he just gonna make you so happy. But that's a pipe dream. Nobody is really delivering that out here. That's not how relationships work, and men are often broken, and we just don't display it. And the fact that it doesn't get a light shown on it or shined on it for those people who want to be politically correct is a problem because you think that everything is okay. You think that men just wake up and we just got a reset button or a switch that we just happy 24/7. That's not it. We find little moments of happiness, we grab onto it, and then we do what we do. So when we do what we do, in turn, it produces a chain effect like a drop of water. It's ripples. The ripples are that you're happy, the kids are happy, the bills are paid, everything's cool. But at the end of the day, it's something in the center of the ripples. That's us. And you really don't want that because you have to find a balance where you can keep providing those little pieces of joy that we hold on to. And it's not saying that dudes is depressed and that we not out here striving for nothing. Nobody ain't got nothing going because some people could be living their best life. I'm saying most of us have experienced something traumatic or something crazy, and we haven't exactly reconciled with that thing, but we just kind of moved on or stumbled upon something. So men just move like monkeys. We just stumble upon and move around in groups till we find something, and we just chill, we bond on little things, and we keep going. That's why it's easier for dudes to make friends versus women to make friends because they're looking for a different type of bond. Men bond almost like trauma bonding. Like, I'm hurt, you hurt. Cool. All right, bet. Like, literally, it's a whole bunch of TikToks that's been coming out when it was like how easy it is for dudes to make friends, and they go through the week. And it's like you just keep seeing that same dude on your walk or your run. And eventually, one of you be like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" He's like, "Sup, bro?" Next day, he's like, "Yo, what's up, my man? What's up, my man?" And then the next thing is like, "I see you. Look at those legs." It really be like that. But I think that's just because of how we structure and how we are. And then I say that because women come to men and they have all these conditions, but when a man say 3 conditions, it's the end of the world. A woman fall apart, fall out, start crying. Now I'm selfish, and now I'm this, that, and the third. So you really didn't want a good dude. You wanted somebody to compliment you. I'm like your purse, and that's not men. Women don't want no good man. You gotta know what you're asking for, and you think about it. You got all these women that's coming out now saying it. So you think these women is coming to the conclusion that understanding what I'm saying, or are they just saying it to get views? Like you really got to understand and what comes with having a good man, what comes with having a working man, what comes with having a man, a family man. It's different types, and we come from some stuff where we've seen some things, and sometimes we can't bundle it up and hold it together. And you see some of that slip out, and then that's the scary part. That's what scares you, makes you want to run away. But that's something that men deal with every day. So you don't really want a good man. You want a man that looks good. That was long, so I'm gonna just let you respond to that. I took
You don't really want a good man. You want a man that looks good.
You know me. I do a lot of research, and I say research, I don't mean get on Google and see what Google talking about. No, I've been in situations where I've personally seen these things. I've seen men be destroyed and devastated by women, and women ask these things of men and not knowing what they asking or what they stepping into, and it's just an absolute catastrophe.
And that is why I think it's harder to find a good woman. And this is gonna sound even worse than like.
Now we back at
Listen,
it.
here's the but here's the thing. I don't necessarily know if we back at it because I acknowledge the fact that it is hard to find an actual good man out here. But when I think about finding a good woman, right? I got lucky. You got lucky, right? We are blessed. And I'm not just saying that because I'm trying not to get in trouble or anything like that. But like we are blessed. But let's be honest. A lot of women think they're good women, and they're not. They think because I have sex with them that I'm a good woman. That does not make you a good woman. They think because I cook and that does not make you a good woman. Do you respect the man? Do you do like how do you go about representing y'all as a unit or yourself as a unit before you even like attract a man? What type of men are you attracting? And if you're consistently attracting the same type of men every single time and that's what you're dating, is it the men or is it you? For example, right? We'll just say Jessica, right? And I know what you're thinking, right? And I just threw a name out there, Jessica.
I ain't say nothing.
Jessica dates drug dealer who wasn't nothing. Then dates another drug dealer who wasn't nothing. And then goes on to date another guy who ends up being a drug addict who ain't nothing. And then ends up dating another guy that might have been a good guy, but she cheated on him because she said he was boring for a drug dealer who wasn't nothing. And then turns around and says how she's such a good woman, but can't no dude handle her.
I felt attacked.
Or no, but I'm like, where? At what point do you see a good woman? Because a lot of times you run into women will run into a bunch of good dudes in their lifetime, and let's just be plain and simple. There are a lot of good dudes out there, and women will run into a bunch of good dudes. But how many of them do they actually give the time and attention to? How many of them do they take the time to be like, this guy's actually a good dude? Or how many of them know this guy's a good dude, but that just don't do it for them. They need a little toxicity in their life. And then they wonder why, as a woman, they're being done bad. Right? So, in my opinion, it's harder to find a woman who has her mind on straight, who's a good woman, who does what needs to be done, who is educated, who is, you know, I, I hate using the word independent because I feel like independent means you do things on your own. And I feel like that's a lack of having God in your life. And you can't be independent and dependent on God, in my opinion. Right. So I hate using the word independent, but who can who can manage her emotions and manage her life and still be a support and accept support. Like that's how I picture a good woman. And I don't think there's a lot of women who are emotionally there or mentally there. And in that same instance, there's a lot of men who aren't there either. But I think the difference is men know that they're dogs. Men know I ain't shit, right? If an I ain't shit man came here, he ain't pretending to be a good guy. Or if he is, in his head he knows I ain't shit. Women, on the other hand, they believe truly that they are a good woman. I'm a good woman. I'm a good woman. I'm a good. Can't nobody in this world tell me Sexy Red is a good woman. But I bet you Sexy Red thinks she a good woman. Now, do she have potential? I mean, in the future, maybe. She might change her life. She might change her ways. People change. But People will also always remember Booty Hole Brown by Sexy Red. Like,
I'm telling.
just left Pound Town. So it's like, it's stuff like that. Like, I feel like first, the standard for what's a good woman changes based on who the view is. But if we're just looking at basic standard, like, I feel like most women are not, I won't even say most women, a lot of women out here who think they are good women are not truly good women. And I think that's why it's harder to find a good woman, because a good man knows he's a good man.
A good man knows he's a good man.
A good man knows he's a good man, right? And a man who ain't good know he ain't shit. A good woman knows she's a good woman, but a woman who don't know she ain't a good woman still thinks she's a good woman. How do you differentiate that? That's the issue. Go on TikTok, you'll see a million women who say they're a good woman, but then when they get their heart broke, they cutting up clothes and burning clothes and messing up jobs and doing all of this, and it's just like, whoa, what kind of level of crazy is this? You're not emotionally there. You know, they cursing out, they cursing they guy out in the argument. They can't have a conversation without it turning into some form of abuse, whether it's verbal or physical. A lot of, and there's just always that facade of I'm a good woman. I'm a good woman. No. Be honest with yourself. If you were a guy, would you want to date you? That's the real question. If you were a guy, would you want to date you? Not would you want to sleep with you? Not would you want to come Netflix and chill and watch a movie or do this one at. Even for the women who are sitting here saying, "Oh, this guy needs to have this much money," or da-da-da. If you were a guy and you made that much money, would my attention be on you? And if we're being honest, a lot of the women who say this, hell no, my attention wouldn't be on you. You don't bring enough to the table. You don't. Your dreams and ambitions don't even bring enough to the table. If you met the dreams and ambitions that you have right now, it's not enough at the table. What's your dreams? And I want to meet a guy who can take me shopping and take me to Europe and take me here and get me this new Balenciaga part and that. Hold on, the guy's doing everything for you. What are you doing? You ain't bringing nothing to the table. You walking up to the table and expecting it to be food and everything on there for you. But this woman over here, she bringing the table with her and saying, "Here's the table." So why, if I got everything that you said a good man is, why am I gonna look your way when you ain't got nothing? You ain't bringing nothing to the table. And I got this one who got the table, or she got the ambitions and the dreams and she's working towards it. That's a good woman right here. And that's just my opinion.
Well,
We differ, but I feel like we differ in the same lane.
oh no, it's pretty tough. Because, like I said, man, I think it's harder to find a good man. But
Y'all let us know what y'all think,
for the
because
most part, in today's day and age, it's hard to find a good woman because the roles have been reversed.
that's a different topic. That's a different topic. But y'all let us know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on everything: YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music. And I mean, run up the numbers on YouTube, run up them numbers on TikTok, share, comment, like, subscribe, and we will catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.